All right, we're only 1 month away from the official start of the Atlantic hurricane season. As we take a live look now at Galveston, today is the start of Hurricane Preparedness Week. Super important. That is a campaign led by NOAA. And those experts are urging you to take time this week to assess your home and your family's readiness for a storm. So, Pat, they have a theme for each day of Hurricane Preparedness Week. What is it today?
Today's is Know Your Risk.
Oh.
So we kind of start off the week by getting prepared. Makes sense, right? For Hurricane Preparedness Week, we are only 31 days to the start of the 2022 Atlantic hurricane season. That being said, the last, 4, 5, 6 years, we've seen the first named tropical system develop before that actual date. So doesn't matter exactly when it starts on the calendar. Bottom line is a tropical system could develop pretty much between now and the end of the month. So basically, you want to know your risk, know what your evacuation plan is. That's first and foremost, especially if you live in a flood-prone area, which does not just include the coast, as we saw back in 2017 with Harvey, but pretty much everywhere. You want to know where your best route to get away is. Also, understand your flood risk, kind of tying in with that. It's not just, coastal flooding, it's freshwater flooding from rainfall. So understand what your flood risk is if you live in the Houston area, if you live, up in Kingwood, if you live, pretty much anywhere, the Woodlands, Katy, any spot that could potentially see flooding here if enough rainfall falls in a short amount of time. Strengthen your home, so make sure that your roof is in good shape, make sure that your siding's in good shape, make sure that your windows are in good shape. And last but certainly not least, check with your insurance carrier, make sure your policy is up to date and covers everything that you need to cover. Because as we get into this season, we are expecting the numbers to yet again be above normal. This is the forecast from Colorado State University. For named storms, we're expecting something that's a bit on par with what we saw last year. Same for hurricanes and major hurricanes. The average there is on the end in the red box. As you can see, we're expecting numbers to be above that yet again this year. Doesn't mean that we're guaranteed to see something here at home, but it means that the chances are a little bit higher. So again, this is the time to take your everything to get ready and make sure that you are good to go for this season. Live look right now here from the Galleria. We've got a few clouds out there. We are starting to dry things out though. Pretty active afternoon for some of us now, just tracking one lone storm moving out of northern Walker County. This is all part of a warm front that's lifting to the north. You can see a lot of storms back across East Texas into Louisiana. That's where the focus for the active weather is right now, at least in our backyard. But as we really take a look back off towards the west, a lot going on here. The yellow boxes indicating severe thunderstorm watches. The smaller polygons indicating warnings, and this red box here, it's a tornado watch with a tornado warning here, and this is going to be where the active weather is for the overnight tonight. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the worst, they're at a threat level 3. For us here at home, it's a low-end risk mainly for our northern areas, but that's starting to die down now as those storms lift to the north. It's a level 1 out of 5. So for tonight, we're going to see these storms pretty much wrap up over the next few hours as that warm front lifts to the north. As we get into tomorrow, it's just a stray shower chance. It's hot, it's humid. We'll see partly cloudy skies. More of the same for Tuesday. There's going to be a cold front across North Texas. That's going to bring a severe threat to the Metroplex. It's going to stay to our north, though, so the heat and humidity does not go anywhere. We can't rule out a spot shower or storm, though, as we get into the next few days. For tonight, I just want to point this out. Some big storms from West Texas. They're going to drift across the state. They'll eventually make it to I-35 after midnight, but they should die out before they get here. Monday morning starts off dry with a mix of sun and clouds. Mainly sunny for tomorrow. Again, could be a carbon copy of what we see today. Maybe a spot shower, maybe a spot thunderstorm. And then Tuesday is the same thing. We'll start off with a mix of sunshine and clouds. Through the afternoon, more of the same, but we could see maybe a spot shower or thunderstorm, not out of the question. There's a 7-day forecast, so the heat and humidity really pronounced here. Temperatures flirting with 90 degrees each day. Still watching the chance for some storms as we get into late Thursday into Friday. That is not going to do anything to the numbers. That front looks to fall apart, but it will be close enough to spark off that storm chance. Behind it, though, look at next weekend. We could, in a few spots, be pushing the mid-90s. A little too early for that.
Wow. Hello, Houston.
Yeah,
hot,
exactly.
humid mosquitoes.
Yeah, so
sounds like summer.
Feeling more like June than May, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much, Pat.